First, Banner Health says we're still weeks away from COVID hospitalizations peaking here in the Valley. And that's where we begin right now at 5. We are officially 2 years into the pandemic now, and our hospitals are still feeling a significant impact.
In fact, Arizona has more than 3,400 hospitalized patients with COVID right now. One hospital group closed some of its urgent cares after too many staff members caught the virus themselves. Holly Bach in our newsroom with more on where things stand right now with our hospitals. Holly?
Well, Jared, at Banner Health, more than a third of their patients either have COVID or are suspected to have COVID. Now, the chief clinical officer, Marjorie Bessel, said today that hospital admissions have steadily been increasing since the beginning of this month, and they're expecting to hit a peak soon.
Our forecasting models predict that hospitalizations from this most recent Omicron surge will peak around mid-February.
87% of patients in the ICU at Banner Health are unvaccinated or partially vaccinated. Bessel says with hospitalizations increasing, they're having to readjust.
We have individuals who work in other parts of our organization that are being redeployed to make sure that we have appropriate staff to take care of our hospitals.
Due to limited staffing, some Banner urgent care locations are having to close. Today, 3 of their 9 locations are closed. However, telehealth remains an option. Though hospitals are overwhelmed, Bessel explains the silver lining with the Omicron variant.
The total number of patients that we have that are either COVID positive or COVID suspected is at an extremely high level right now, but many of those patients are requiring a lesser level of care.
Bessel says she and her hospital staff are hopeful the end of the pandemic is on the horizon.
Hopefully it will be at a lesser level of prevalence and perhaps become more of a subdued type of infection, perhaps becoming more secular in that we have it maybe in the winter season with other respiratory pathogens, and we learn to live with it in that fashion.
And Valley nurses are eager to see better days.
Just fatigued, tired.
It's not supposed to be where every day you go home and have at least 1, 2, 3 people that have died on your shift.
And we also heard from the Maricopa County Department of Public Health today. They say their recent data shows people who are not vaccinated are 19 times more likely to be hospitalized than people who are vaccinated. Back to you, Nicole.